Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie. Man, I realized it's been a while since I've done one of these, and so we are high past due for another edition of my mini-series, How to Get Excited For, where in tonight's video I will be giving you my recommendations and suggestions on how to get excited for the upcoming Marvel superhero flick, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It premieres exactly 1 week from today, and even though the red carpet premiere was already in Hollywood earlier a few days ago, and of course early reviews are all over the internet, and it's in fact very hard to avoid spoilers nowadays. So I've been avoiding anything regarding Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Overall, I've heard, not surprisingly, positive things about the movie. A lot of people seem to have enjoyed it, or loved it at least. I'm sure it's a great film. It's going to be a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, how could it not be fun? I mean, the first one was so much fun. This one looks just as fun, if not slightly more so. So, since we're about a week away from the film's official release, I thought I'd give you guys some ideas on how to get excited for and in the mood for this movie. So, obviously, first and foremost, this kind of goes without saying. Watch the original Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014. You can find it on DVD and Blu-ray on Netflix. You can rent it off of Amazon, or you may have it in your DVD collection. I, unfortunately, do not own it yet. Keyword is yet. One of these days, I'm sure I'll get around to buying it. Or maybe I'll just wait till the next couple movies come out and get the whole Guardians franchise in a big Blu-ray box set or something. But yeah, so obviously watching the first one, Guardians of the Galaxy, is an excellent way to get yourself ready for the sequel, which directly follows it. So obviously, that's a fantastic way to do it. Plus, it's just a fun movie overall. Everybody will enjoy it, and it's highly recommended. So if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, I highly recommend it, and of course, I would recommend watching it before you see Volume 2, because you may not know what the hell's going on in the sequel if you haven't seen the first film. Now, if you're like me and you don't own Guardians of the Galaxy in your DVD library, there are a couple of other options for you. For starters, superstar Chris Pratt is making quite a name for himself with the ending of the series of Parks and Rec and the mega hit that was Jurassic World and the Lego Movie. Now he's becoming a rising star. We're going to see him in next year's Avengers Infinity War, playing Star-Lord once again, and of course we'll see him returning in the untitled Jurassic World 2 sequel next summer. So, in the meantime, if you've got a favorite Chris Pratt role, such as you can watch one of my all-time favorite movies, Jurassic World. And look, there he is, Star-Lord himself, right there, in the dead center, surrounded by his loyal velociraptors. Excellent film, excellent film. He's great in it. He plays Raptor Whisperer Owen Grady. And he's very charming, he's charismatic. Not as funny as Star-Lord, but he's still pretty damn fun and funny to watch. So this is a great Chris Pratt movie. This or Lego Movie would be great, but I personally would recommend this one if you want to get yourself in the mood for an exciting, fun-filled, adventure-type film that I'm sure Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 will be. This is a good one to get you in the mood for. Plus, it's got the mega star right there, front and center. So I highly recommend it. Next on the list, I would recommend another, a very fun, exciting, breathtaking, immensely satisfying film that features a lot of colorful characters, great character banter, well-developed characters. The Avengers, the very first one from 2012. This movie is what got Marvel, going with its great ensemble films. I mean, this movie was amazing. I absolutely loved Avengers: Age of Ultron, and featuring all these guys. And if you want to get excited, if you want to remind yourself that next year, about a year from now, the Guardians of the Galaxy will be teaming up with the Avengers to fight Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. Plus, this is just such a fun movie, such a good movie. Just watch it because it'll get you pumped and excited for another fun-filled Marvel superhero film. So, the Avengers, also highly recommended. Now, my next recommendations may seem a bit strange, but just hear me out. I remember when this movie first came out years ago. and I watched it on DVD and I really liked it. And years later, I started renting it and renting it again because I enjoyed it so much. And this was when DVDs were still for rental at your local video rental store, if you guys remember those. And I absolutely enjoyed it, and it's become one of my favorite horror comedies. And it's a great creature feature, and it's one of the first films, or at least one of the big films, that really got James Gunn started in his career. Well, I don't know if it got him started, but it's one of the films that that was made before he became the known as the guy who did the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Slither. Now, for those of you who are not horror fans, this may not be the movie for you. Also, it's pretty disgusting. It's got, as you can see, it's got like nasty slugs and worms all over the cover here with a naked woman in a bathtub. So yeah, you get the idea. Basically, it's a creature feature about a meteorite that crashes in this small southern town, and all hell breaks loose with zombies and aliens and crap like that. And it's got, it does have a regular star of other James Gunn films. Michael Rooker, of course, he'll be playing Yondu in this movie, and he was Yondu in the first movie. And of course, more recently, you'll recognize him from AMC's The Walking Dead as the ill-tempered bad brother of everybody's favorite character, Daryl Dixon. He played Merle Dixon on The Walking Dead for a few seasons. He's Yondu in the Guardians franchise, and he has a pretty big role in this movie. So if you're a fan of Michael Rooker, or if you're a fan of James Gunn because of the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, you may end up enjoying this film. It's one of his early films. This film's like from 2006, from way back in the day. I enjoy it. I recommend it. But like I said, if you are not a horror movie person, or if you're very squeamish, not recommended. But it's a fun watch, I think. Obviously, it's no superhero movie, but it's a fun horror film, or horror comedy, I should say. And it's like one of the first films that James Gunn did. So I recommend Slither. Now, my final recommendation is not something that you can. Not all of you can do, because many of you may not have it, although many of you may have this item. If you want to get yourself really in the mood for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, unbox Baby Groot, the Funko Pop. I've had this for a while now. I've had it for the past month, since I first bought him at WonderCon for $8, like the best price I had ever seen on a brand new Funko ever. Fairly new product. As you can see here, it even says Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 right up there. It's Baby Groot. Look at this little guy. Look how cute he is. Shall we open him up? Let's open him up. There's even some cool characters on the back of the box, which I'll hold up for you guys momentarily. Here we go. It's an actual bobblehead. Look at that. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Are you Groot? Yes, I am Groot. He's got a little bobblehead and everything. Oh, this is so cool. And this is my first piece of Groot merchandise. I have no other Funko Pops or action figures of the character, and I thought this would be a perfect start for that. And I wanted some merchandise from this movie, and now I have it. Little Groot. Baby Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. This is so cool, and he's so cute. Oh my god, the trailers featuring him roaring and like taking down bad guys or pushing dinosaurs over have been so damn funny. Oh my gosh, the movie looks so good, and I cannot wait to see him back in his fully grown form, where he's an adult like we saw him in the first movie. But damn it, he looks like he's going to steal the show in this movie. So Baby Groot, we are very excited to seeing you in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which opens in a week. It hits theaters May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and I highly recommend it. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I intend to make a point to see it myself sometime opening weekend, and I can hopefully get you guys a film review as fast as possible. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for another edition of How to Get Excited for / another unboxing video here on the EdWord. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out my Facebook page in the description down below. I think you'll like what you see, to see more unboxing videos and more How to Get Excited for videos. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 hits theaters next week, May 5th. Tickets are on sale now, but they are probably selling out fast, so if I were you, I'd buy them as soon as you can. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great rest of the night and a great weekend, unless I see you again for anything else. Have a good one, and of course, until next time, I am Groot.